Hey, beautiful Sagittarius souls. I just finished doing this reading for you, and honestly, what came through was so unexpected and powerful that I had to share this immediately. I was not prepared for the intensity of what the cards wanted to tell you about this brutal twist of reality that is actually going to make you incredibly happy. So I sat down with my deck this morning, shuffling while thinking about all my Sagittarius viewers, and the energy that came through was just electric. Like there was this urgency from the universe to get this message to you right now. And when I say brutal twist of reality, I do not mean something terrible happening to you. I mean reality is about to show you something that completely shifts your perspective in the most beautiful way possible. The first card that practically jumped out of my deck was the Seven of Pentacles. And this is so perfect for what you are going through right now, Sagittarius. You have been planting seeds, working on something, investing your time and energy, and you have been wondering if it is all worth it. You have been in this waiting period where you can see some progress, but not the full picture yet. This card is telling me that the brutal twist is actually going to be the moment you realize just how much your patience and hard work has been building towards something incredible. But here is where it gets interesting. The Seven of Pentacles is not just about waiting for results. It is about that moment when you step back and truly see what you have created. For you, Sagittarius, this brutal twist is going to be the realization that what you thought was a slow process or maybe even a failure is actually the foundation of something amazing that is about to manifest in your life. I am getting this vision of you standing in a garden that you have been tending to. And suddenly, you look around and realize that what you thought were just small sprouts are actually full-grown plants ready to bloom. That is the energy of this Seven of Pentacles for you. The twist is not external circumstances changing, it is your perception shifting so dramatically that everything looks different. Now, the second card that came through, and this one made me pause because it was so unexpected, was the Three of Swords. Now, before you panic, let me explain what this card is really telling us about your situation. The Three of Swords in this context is not about heartbreak or pain coming your way. It is about the piercing clarity that is about to cut through all the confusion and uncertainty you have been experiencing. Think about it this way, Sagittarius. You know how sometimes you need to feel a sharp realization to wake up from a dream or illusion you have been living in? That is what this Three of Swords represents for you. The brutal twist is going to be a moment of absolute clarity that might feel shocking at first, but it is going to free you from something that has been holding you back without you even realizing it. I keep getting this message that you have been operating under certain assumptions about your life, your relationships, your career, or your path forward. And this brutal twist is going to shatter those assumptions in the most liberating way. It is like you have been trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and suddenly you are going to see that there was a perfect square hole right next to you the entire time. The Three of Swords is also about healing through truth. Sometimes we need that sharp moment of recognition to finally let go of what is not serving us. For you, Sagittarius, this twist is going to cut through the illusions and show you exactly where you need to focus your incredible fire energy. The third card that appeared, and this one absolutely confirms the happy outcome, is the Nine of Cups. This is such a beautiful card to see in your reading because it represents emotional fulfillment and wish fulfillment. After that moment of piercing clarity from the Three of Swords, you are moving into a phase where your deepest wishes and desires are actually going to come true. But here is what makes this Nine of Cups so special in your reading, Sagittarius. It is not just about getting what you want, it is about realizing that what you truly wanted was always within your reach. You just needed that brutal reality check to see it clearly. The happiness that is coming your way is not dependent on external circumstances changing. It is about you finally aligning with your authentic desires and recognizing your own power to create the life you want. I am seeing this energy where you have been wishing for something, maybe even making lists or setting intentions, but part of you did not fully believe it was possible. The brutal twist is going to be the moment you realize not only is it possible, but you already have everything you need to make it happen. The Nine of Cups is telling me that this realization is going to flood you with such deep satisfaction and joy. Now let me talk about these two communications that are going to confirm everything. The cards are showing me that you are going to receive two very specific pieces of information or messages that will validate this entire shift you are experiencing. These are not going to be subtle hints or signs you have to interpret. These are going to be clear, direct communications that leave no room for doubt about the direction you need to go. The fourth card that came through to represent these communications is the King of Swords. And this tells me that one of these messages is going to come from someone in a position of authority or expertise. This could be a boss, a mentor, a teacher, or someone whose opinion you really respect. The King of Swords represents clear thinking, direct communication, and wise counsel. This person is going to tell you something that completely aligns with what the brutal twist has already shown you. It is like the universe is going to use this person to confirm what you have already started to understand about your situation. The King of Swords does not waste time with pretty words or gentle approaches. This communication is going to be straightforward and maybe even a little blunt, but it is going to give you the confidence you need to move forward. I am getting this sense that this King of Swords communication might be related to your career or a project you have been working on. Someone is going to recognize your abilities or your work in a way that surprises you. They are going to see potential in you that maybe you have not fully seen in yourself yet. The fifth card representing the second communication is the Ace of Cups. And this is beautiful, Sagittarius, because it represents a new beginning in the emotional realm. This second message or communication is going to be much more heart-centered and nurturing. Where the King of Swords gives you the logical confirmation, the Ace of Cups is going to fill your heart with such warmth and possibility. This could be someone expressing their feelings to you, or it could be you finally hearing or understanding something that touches you deeply. The Ace of Cups is about fresh starts in love, friendship, or creative expression. This communication is going to open up a whole new world of emotional possibilities for you. What I love about having both the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups as your confirmation cards is that you are getting validation on both the mental and emotional levels. Your head and your heart are going to be completely aligned after these communications come through. There is going to be no inner conflict about the direction you need to take. Now, the sixth card that appeared, and this one really sealed the deal for me about the wishes aspect, is the Star. This card is all about hope, inspiration, and dreams coming true. After everything you have been through, after the reality check, after the clarity, after the communications, the Star is showing me that you are entering a phase of your life where you feel completely aligned with your purpose and your dreams. The Star is such a healing card, Sagittarius. It represents that moment when you can finally breathe again after a difficult period. But more than that, it represents the realization that you are exactly where you need to be, and everything that happened before was preparing you for this moment of clarity and hope. I keep getting this message that you have been feeling a little lost or disconnected from your dreams lately. Maybe you have been wondering if you are on the right path, or if the things you want are actually possible for you. The Star is telling me that not only are they possible, but you are about to step into a period where everything feels aligned and flowing in the right direction. The wishes that the Star is going to fulfill for you are not surface-level wants. These are the deep, soul-level desires that you might not have even fully admitted to yourself yet. This card is about your authentic self, finally being able to shine and be recognized for who you truly are. Let me talk about the energy pattern I am seeing in your reading, Sagittarius. You have this beautiful progression from assessment and waiting in the Seven of Pentacles, to the sharp clarity of the Three of Swords, to the emotional fulfillment of the Nine of Cups, confirmed by the wise counsel of the King of Swords and the loving message of the Ace of Cups, and finally culminating in the hope and inspiration of the Star. This is not a random collection of influences. This is a very specific journey you are about to go on. The brutal twist is going to initiate a domino effect of positive changes in your life. Each step leads naturally to the next, and by the time you reach the star energy, you are going to be amazed at how perfectly everything has fallen into place. What makes this reading so powerful for you, Sagittarius, is that it honors your natural desire for truth and adventure. You do not want to be coddled or given false hope. You want to know what is really happening, so you can navigate it with your natural optimism and enthusiasm. This brutal twist is not going to knock you down. It is going to wake you up and get you excited about possibilities you had not even considered before. The timing on this feels very immediate to me. I do not think you are going to be waiting months for this to unfold. The energy feels like it is already building, and these communications could come through within the next few weeks. Pay attention to conversations, emails, phone calls, or even social media messages that feel different or more significant than usual. I also want to mention that your wishes being fulfilled is not going to look exactly like you pictured it. That is part of the brutal twist. Reality is going to show you something better than what you originally wanted, but it might come in a package you did not expect. Stay open to possibilities that do not fit your original plan but feel right in your heart. Your Sagittarius nature is going to be such an asset during this time. Your ability to see the big picture and stay optimistic even when things get intense is going to help you recognize the gift in this brutal twist. Other signs might get overwhelmed or resistant, but you have this amazing ability to turn challenges into adventures. The communications that are coming your way are going to speak directly to your need for honesty and authenticity. You are going to feel so relieved to finally have clear information about where you stand and where you are going. No more guessing, no more wondering, no more trying to read between the lines. I want to leave you with this thought, Sagittarius. Sometimes the universe has to shake up our reality because we have gotten too comfortable in situations that are not serving our highest good. This brutal twist is not punishment or bad luck. It is the universe loving you enough to wake you up and point you towards something incredible that you deserve. Trust your instincts over the next few weeks. When those communications come through, you are going to know immediately that they are the confirmations the cards were talking about. Your Sagittarius intuition is going to be spot on during this time. Remember that happiness is your natural state, and anything that has been blocking you from that happiness is about to be cleared away. The brutal twist is just the universe removing obstacles from your path so you can step into the joy and fulfillment that has always been meant for you. I am so excited for you to experience this shift, Sagittarius. Your energy is about to completely transform, and everyone around you is going to notice the difference. Get ready for some beautiful surprises.